let's focus on these tools because I mean that's what people came to do. So I know you wanted to talk about 5 of them, but let's start with like the first one. Is it ChatGPT? Is the first one ChatGPT?
Yeah, it's the most popular one because it's the one that created a user interface. So AI has been around for a while, but most of these companies, Google and Microsoft and Facebook, they've been using it behind the scene to study us, to study our behavior and all of that stuff, right? To get us to stick on their website and use their website more often, right? And ChatGPT was the OpenAI is the actual company. ChatGPT is a product of OpenAI. OpenAI, created ChatGPT as a way for normal people to have a user interface into using AI as a tool. And so ChatGPT is the most popular. It has a lot of usage, and the majority of AI tools that you see out there uses ChatGPT on the back end, like the knowledge base, right? So ChatGPT is the most popular, and you can use it for a lot of things these days. It's not the best at everything, but it is really good for like data analysis type stuff, normal research type stuff. It used to be the best, but a lot of tools are now catching up. They're constantly beating one another. At a bare minimum, you want to learn to start using ChatGPT. What can you use ChatGPT for? Pretty much anything that like probably 90% of what you do on a daily basis when it comes to coming up with ideas, coming up with content. If you have a spreadsheet that you needed to analyze or clean up, it can do a lot of those things. Whenever you're doing something, you want to ask yourself like, hey, can I have ChatGPT help me with this? And if you're not sure, you can ask ChatGPT to see if it can or not, and they'll tell you if it can or not. And it used to be people like you, if you have done anything around AI, you might have heard of the term prompt engineering, which is a way that you ask ChatGPT for it to give you better information. So because GPT knowledge base is very broad, in order for you to for it to give you specific information, you have to tell it. Like for example, let's say I live here in Houston, Texas. If I say, "Hey, find me the most popular restaurant in Houston, Texas," then it goes to its wall of information, zoom into Texas, zoom into Houston, zoom into the restaurant categories, and then give me that information based on its knowledge base, right? And so if you wanted to give you some answers around, let's say, some medical stuff, then you want it to act as a doctor, right? A doctor who specializes in skin, about a certain skin condition. So the more specific you tell it, the better answer that it can give you, because it can zoom into its database for that specific information. And yeah, so if you don't want to get any fancy and you just want to use ChatGPT, you can use it to create any kind of content you want, whether it's articles, blog, video script, ebook, video courses, or like content for your video course. It can also create image for you. So if you wanted to create, like instead of having to go on Google and search for a stock image, you can tell it to create an image for you of let's say, a man walking on the beach, right? It's able to create that kind of image for you to use with your content. Recently, one of the things that I do a lot, I study Facebook ads from other syndicators. I use another AI tool that went and scraped over 1,000 Facebook ads, and then I fed it into ChatGPT, and I tell it, all right, look at this data and tell me who is offering lead magnets in their ads and what's the title of their lead magnets. I tell it, okay, what are the top like hooks that syndicators use based on all these ads. So it can do all of those analysis for you.
All right, Tim, let's go to number 2,
Yeah.
the second tool.
Yeah. So I'm going to go a little bit faster now. Okay. So within the content creation type tool, right? So we talk about ChatGPT. Claude.ai is really good. It's even better than ChatGPT for the purpose of creative writing. So if you're writing a video script, an article, a blog, an ebook, any kind of content type of writing, then Claude will be better than ChatGPT. Now, Claude can't do data analysis and it can't do, image creation. So it doesn't compete with ChatGPT in that way. But things like copywriting, creative writing, content writing, Claude.ai, it's CLAUDE.ai. That is, very good. And so for us, all of when it comes to creating content from our YouTube video scripts to our ebooks, Claude is what we use. We don't use ChatGPT for that purpose. And then
Cool.
another competitor of ChatGPT and Claude is called Perplexity. What Perplexity does that's better is that it has real-time data versus, I forgot the date cutoff, but usually data from ChatGPT and Claude is about a year and older. It doesn't have the most current information. And Perplexity is able to search the news right now. So for our newsletters, then we use Perplexity so we can get the most current news that's happening in the last 24 hours, the last, a week, much more current data. So we started a newsletter on Beehive, and I have a VA that used Perplexity to be able to generate the content that we need to talk about in the newsletter for LPs. Those three tools are more for content creation, and then for like we talk about training videos of us, and just for fun, I'm probably going to do it. Take the recording here. It won't be the best quality, but it proves a point. But it can, there's a tool called HeyGen. HEYGEN. HeyGen allows you to record, and it's especially useful for doing instructional type of videos where you don't have a whole lot of movement. You have some movement, but you're not like dancing and jumping, right? So it's more like your headshot, like the angle that Mauricio and I, like most of us have right now. HeyGen would be perfect for that. So yeah, so you can record a video and upload to HeyGen, and the AI studies you, and it produces a video that looks exactly like you, but it makes your movements, it automatically adjusts your movement based on what you're saying. Yes, HeyGen, HeyGen, correct. I think it's .com. I don't remember. And then for your audio training, I use 11 Labs. There's a lot of audio tools out there, but 11 Labs I've found to be the best. And with any of these training tools, like with HeyGen and with 11 Labs, you want to have very high quality video, high quality audio, because these tools, they pick up on every little things. So if you have background noise when you're doing your audio, it's going to pick up as part of the training because it thinks like that's all part of it. Each of these tools, they recommend that you, like the audio, they recommend at least 3 hours of audio training to get the voice as close to you as possible. I uploaded only 30 minutes of my voice, and it's still pretty good. Most people probably won't be able to tell if I didn't tell them that wasn't my voice. Same thing with the video. I think it says to upload like at least 30 minutes or something, and I only uploaded 4 minutes. And the video comes out pretty good as well.
So if you enjoyed this clip and you want to see the entire episode, click here. And if you want to see other videos similar to this, click here.